What if I told you that you are actually born to feel good? I mean, really, it's like our natural factory-installed default setting.
Okay, but that brings up a pretty big question, doesn't it? If feeling good is our default, why do we so often feel, well, bad? So today we're going to dig into that mystery and find out how we can flip the switch and reactivate that amazing original setting.
All right, to really get this, we've got to go way back to the beginning, back to a simple truth about our natural state that most of us have completely forgotten.
Just picture a little kid for a second. You know the ones. They wake up and they're just smiling. They're not worried about yesterday or tomorrow. They are just here, right now. That's us. That's our original design. Just pure, simple joy.
But then, life happens, and society starts installing all this new software. We learn to worry. We learn to compare ourselves to everyone else. And oh boy, do we learn to overthink absolutely everything.
And you can see the shift right here. We start out with what we can call a light mind. That's our original default. But bit by bit, all that conditioning turns it into a heavy mind. And just like that, our default setting gets flipped from feel good to, well, feel bad.
But here's the secret, the really crucial part. Our mind, deep down, only needs one thing to get back to where it started, and that's lightness. That feeling of being totally unburdened, free from all that heavy, conditioned thinking.
So how do we forget something so simple and so important? Well, let me tell you a quick story about a woman who was chasing perfection, and in the process, she was accidentally running away from her own joy. So this woman, she was trying to be perfect at absolutely everything. Her job, her home, her relationships, you name it. And this constant chase, it just left her living in this state of nonstop stress. Then one day, she was just done, totally exhausted. And she stopped and asked herself this one game-changing question. Is all of this making my mind lighter, or is it making it heavier? And boom, that was it. In that one moment, she got it. A light mind creates a light life. It's that simple.
And what's so cool about this idea is that it's not just some old spiritual concept. Modern science is actually pointing to the exact same truth. Check this out. Okay, so look at this. Neuroscience has found that a whopping 90% of our negative thinking is just conditioned programming. It's not even based in reality. Then you've got psychology, which tells us that a clear, uncluttered mind is the perfect breeding ground for peace and creativity. And of course, spiritual science has been saying this for centuries. Lighten the mind, and the light just flows in on its own.
Gurudev captured this perfectly with the words, "When the mind is pure, nothing in the world is impure." It really says it all, doesn't it? Everything starts right here, inside us.
Okay, so if feeling good is our natural state, this is actually great news. It means we don't have to add anything to our lives to feel better. We just need to get rid of the stuff that's blocking the way. So let's talk about how to clear that path back to our default setting.
And you know what the best part is? It is so much simpler than you think. It really just boils down to two main obstacles, two habits that we just need to let go of to find our way back. Obstacle number one, and this is the big one, folks, we have to stop overthinking. It's that constant mental chatter, right? That noise that creates all the heaviness and completely clouds over our natural, feel-good state.
And obstacle number two is to stop carrying around the burden of what everyone else expects from us. It's like we're walking around with this heavy backpack full of other people's opinions and demands. It's just a guaranteed way to weigh ourselves down.
Now, the real key to remember here is that this isn't about learning some new, complicated skill. It's about unlearning. Because the second you remove these two barriers, you don't have to force anything. That feel-good default setting, it just comes back automatically.
Okay, that all sounds great in theory, right? But how do you actually do it, especially when you're feeling stressed or overwhelmed? Well, I'm going to walk you through a super simple, really powerful tool you can use anytime, anywhere to instantly reset your entire system.
Okay, here we go. It's called the Default Reset Tool. Step 1, just pause for 5 seconds. Whatever you're doing, just stop. Step 2, take one deep breath. Really feel it. Step 3, tell yourself and really mean it, stop feeling bad. And finally, step 4, just smile. It doesn't have to be a big grin, just a little one will do.
And that's it. Just like that. Click. Your default setting is back on. See? It's a conscious choice. You're just interrupting the old, heavy pattern and choosing to come back to your natural state.
So as we start to wrap this up, I really want you to let this next thought sink in. Feeling good is not some prize you have to win or an achievement you have to unlock. It is your nature.
And always remember that simple, beautiful equation we talked about. A light mind makes a beautiful life.
So consider this your official invitation. You have the power to return to your default setting whenever you choose. You can feel good instantly.
Look, if you only remember one sentence from our entire time together, please make it this one. Stop feeling bad. Feeling good is the default.
So I'll leave you with a final thought to take with you. Just ask yourself, how light are you willing to let your mind be starting today, right now?